All right, guys. Welcome to our Coach Sneak Peek live call. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I absolutely love getting on these calls with the coaches and potential coaches and sharing our passion for helping others. For those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Amy Peters. I am the founder of Team Destiny, and I am a 2-star Diamond Beachbody coach. And on the call with me tonight is Coach Ashley Allbeck. She is the co-founder of Team Destiny. She's a diamond coach. She is also certified as a size instructor. And through the Beachbody coaching, she has become one of my best near and dear friends. I love her so much. And I'm just so grateful for Beachbody Coaching for bringing us together. So Ashley, welcome.
Thanks, Amy.
Welcome.
Oh my gosh. Seriously, guys, Amy and I have become great friends. And we actually knew each other years ago before we became coaches. And then we found out we both had this awesome passion and we're both working out with Beachbody stuff. And we just connected and it's been awesome ever since. Woohoo! So one of the greatest reasons to become a coach is just to find best friends, right? No. All right, so I'm just going to tell you a little bit about myself. And in my story, I'm going to tell you a little bit about coaching. And we're also going to go over some misconceptions as to what coaching is all about. I'm going to share with you how it's helped me and my family. And then we're also going to interview 2 awesome up-and-coming coaches who just got started a couple months ago, Sheelin and Carrie. Woo, 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 yay! So we'll talk to them also. I totally encourage you to use the chat function, ask any questions, and then if we want some dialogue, then I'll ask you to unmute yourselves and we'll talk. At the end, we'll be open for question and answers also. So in the meantime, though, if you have questions, throw it into the chat function and I'll try to answer it as quick as possible. So just a little bit about me. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have 3 lovely children who are 14, 7, and 3. I have a 2-year-old Boston Terrier, a 4-month-old Bulldog, a husband who's in sales and on the road. So in other words, I'm a busy mom. Hello, welcome.
Hello.
Amy, I don't have the function to mute, so I'm going to ask you to do that. Okay, so anyway, yeah, we're super busy, and but I have found a way to make this crazy Beachbody business thing work, even though I'm a crazy busy mom. So I'll tell you a little bit about that. I've been using Beachbody products for about 5 years now. Before I started actually using the products, like using the programs and stuff, I actually had 5 Beachbody programs sitting on my shelf and never did them. I had P90X, Power 90, Slim and 6, Brazil Butt Lift, and 10-Minute Trainer. And I was a collector. It was horrible. I never actually finished one. But I was at a really bad point with just my body and how I felt. And I was overweight and frustrated and really just sad. I remember standing in front of the mirror. I remember bawling my eyes out. I wrote a note to myself about how I'll never have this happen again. It was crazy because I had just worked really hard worked myself really hard to get a great physique for my wedding. And then 6 months later, I was 30 pounds heavier. It was awful. And I've done this multiple times in the past. And so I was so fed up. I wrote this letter. I was crying when I wrote it. It's kind of a really silly, dramatic story looking back, but it was real and it hurt and I was upset. And that's what, fast forward, I started talking to a coach and she told me, I was like, how the heck did you lose all this weight and look amazing? Because I saw her transformation. And she's like, oh my gosh, P90X and Shakeology. And I'm like, you're kidding me. I have that on my shelf. I'm like, I have them all on my shelf and I never did them. So she helped me out getting started and told me about Shakeology, which has been a huge game changer in my life and with my transformation. So between the challenge groups, coaching, Shakeology, really what it was is I just submerged myself into the Beachbody world, and now I'm a lifer and I'm never going back. And that's what partly what I wanted to talk to you a little bit about, is the fact that what we do is we don't just push like Shakeology. We're not like Shakeology pushers. We're not P90X pushers or 21 Day Fix pushers. But what this is it's a community, and it's holistic. So we bring people in and we help them with their nutrition. We help them with their fitness. We have rewards and prizes of money and cash and all kinds of stuff. And we have this amazing community of people surrounding all of this awesome tools that help you and that all give results. So the whole thing is based around results. We have so much into well, I shouldn't say we, Beachbody has all of these tools. You can go to the gym and do Beachbody programs at the gym. You can, like, there's so much that it actually hits every single area of fitness that you can think of. So whether you're someone who's new into fitness or you've been teaching or training for 15 years, it doesn't matter. There's something for everybody, and that's what's so great about it. But the magic happens with the community, with the people, with the coaches. The fact that we share our story and that we invite others to join us, that's where the magic is. And that's what's been so amazing about this, because it creates these awesome friendships. And whether it's a customer or another coach on your team, or not even on your team, maybe it's just a cross-line coach, somebody else, it doesn't, as long as they're in that community, we're all pushing for each other, we're encouraging each other, and we're helping. And I feel like you're not going to find that anywhere else. I was just talking to a trainer at a gym who I must be so blind and naive, but she was telling me how in the training world at the gym, it's like cutthroat. And I'm thinking, you're kidding me. Like, here I am in my little Beachbody la la land thinking everything's so great and people are always helping each other. And she tells me this and I'm like, that doesn't sound right. It's like a business that obviously if you're a trainer, you're out there to help other people. But to know that there's like this crazy negative cutthroat thing going on there is not appealing to me. It doesn't excite me in the least. So I just wanted to share that with you, that it's all about community, and that's where our magic happens. What else was I going to talk to you about? Oh yes, I'm going to tell you really quick how coaching has specifically helped me personally. I dove into coaching about 2 years ago, and I never turned around after that. It's been such a blessing for so many reasons, but I'll name a couple. One, it has built my confidence in myself and in my body, in my ability to help other people. If somebody said to me a couple years ago that I would post a picture of me in a bikini, I would have I wouldn't believe them in any sense. There's no way I would have done that. I probably would have argued with them about it because I hate being wrong. So I would have proved to them there's no way I would do that. And yet tonight I did. So, and honestly, I didn't even have cold sweats or anything. I just did it because I know how, number one, how I feel now in my body, and number two, how that picture is going to help some other people. So I'm not saying that you have to post pictures of yourself in a bikini, but what I'm saying is that it's totally helped me with my confidence in myself and helped me love my body more. It's helped us financially. We just paid off our last student loan. What? So excited about that. We have one more car loan left, and then we'll be debt-free other than our house. And that is an amazing feeling. And I'm telling you now, it would have taken a heck of a lot longer to do that if it weren't for my Beachbody income. It's really freaking cool to be a stay-at-home mom and to be able to contribute money towards our family. It's really, really neat. I can't even explain to you how that makes me feel. My husband has never said to me that I need to go make money, but it's really cool to know that I can do this and help out. So that's financially. Vacations, what? We're actually going, Coach Kaylee, who's a little sick right now under the weather, so she's not here, but Coach Kaylee and I are going on a cruise in a couple weeks all paid for by Beachbody because we were able to earn it this past year just from doing what needs to be done. Really, it wasn't that big of a thing. We were just consistent, and that consistent effort has given us this trip that we were able to do. I even upgraded my room thinking I was going to pay for it, and found out that an extra incentive Beachbody has was to pay for my upgrade. I didn't even know that, and it happened. I'm like, yes, I thought I was going to be paying for that. Sweet. Anyway, vacations, super awesome. Other traveling things that we get to do is I have been able to go to 2 coach conferences, one in Las Vegas, one in Nashville, and it has been amazing talking about the relationships you get to build and the trainers you get to work out. We got to work out with Tony Horton, Shalene Johnson, Autumn Calabrese, Sean T, just everybody, Siggy, just great celebrity trainers. It was awesome. And oh my gosh, I'm going to tell you one more thing. 9 city blocks of coaches. They shut down 9 city blocks in Nashville for all of us to work out. You have never seen anything like it. And the energy coming off of these people was amazing. And the sweat was coming off of them too. It was just kind of gross. But anyway, the energy was awesome.
Speaking of gross, can I just butt in?
Yeah.
That girl held my hair back each and every trip while I puked. That is true love right there.
Talk about building relationships.
And that is why I'm not going on the cruise.
Yes. Amy also earned her spot on the cruise, but we found out that Amy has very, very bad motion sickness, guys. Woo!
I will see you in Punta Cana.
Next year, by the way, next year we're going to Punta Cana for an all-inclusive trip at the Hard Rock Resort. So all of this year, whether you're a coach starting now or a coach that got started last year, it doesn't matter. All of us get the opportunity to earn our trip this year for the trip next March. It's March, right? Next March or April. March or April, I don't remember. But it's going to be awesome to go to. So I'm excited to see who else is going to come with us. One other thing, I've learned a lot about myself. I've learned about building relationships, stronger relationships with my family, my kids, my friends, my customers, my other coaches, and it's all a super huge learning curve. Nobody comes into this business and is like, yo, I know what I'm doing. I'm not nervous. I'm awesome. I got it. No, we all come in being like, I don't know what to do. Someone tell me what to do. I'm going to suck. So we all came in saying the same stuff. But the reason why I've been able to have all of these things help me, the confidence, the financial stuff, the free vacations, the relationships, is all based around what our job description is every day. And those are the 3 vital behaviors. The first one is to be a product. Well, that's not the first one, but anyway, yeah. Is that the first one? Wow, why do I always get the numbers confused? I'm just going to name them. The first one is to be a product of the product. And what that means is that we work on our own health and fitness. So whether you are a 12-star diamond coach or you're a brand spanking new coach, it doesn't matter. We are all working on our health and fitness and making sure that we are using the Beachbody products, the Shakeology, and always aspiring to be better, okay? So one of the misconceptions that people have is, well, I can't be a coach yet because I don't have a transformation, or I have 80 pounds to lose, and I can't be coaching people. I think we have to change our mindset, because there are some amazing freaking coaches out there who are 50 pounds overweight and they just got started, but they're inviting people along with them and they're doing great. And that's what this is all about. It's number 1, working on ourselves. And then number 2, inviting others to join us. And that's what it's all about. We don't have to be a nutritionist. You don't have to be a fitness professional. You don't have to know really anything other than having a big heart and helping other people and guiding them to the tools and being their cheerleader. And that's really what it's about. It's about telling them, listen, I believe in you. I believe in you, and I really hope you believe in me. But if you don't, that's fine. I'm going to prove it to you. But I believe in you, and I want to bring you along with me. And that's what this is all about. It's really just about sharing and caring. That rhymes. Anyway, and the last vital behavior is personal development. And that's where I've been able to really grow and learn how to be a better mom, be a better wife, be a better daughter to my mom, be just a better person all around, because I'm consistently striving to get better, to be better, and not to be someone else, but to be a better me, and to work on myself, and to be able to give the most of me to everybody else. And that's what it's all about. It's about being able to consistently grow, and that's the last vital behavior that's so super important. Okay, so I wanted to tell you a little bit about that. Does anybody have any questions so far? Because I think I'm going to start talking to Carrie and Sheila. You can use the chat to ask any questions, but Carrie, Sheila, do you want to unmute yourselves if you're muted? Oh no, is someone crying? Who is that?
From me.
Is that from you? Carrie, do you have someone crying? Or is that somebody who just got on the phone? Oh, that must be Steph. Hey, Stephanie, how you doing? She was like, oh, don't call me out. No. We're all good. We all have kids. Okay, so guys, first of all, I want to thank you so much for getting on here and letting us pick your brain, really, and asking you to share with everybody else how you guys got started. And the reason why we wanted Sheila and Carrie to get started and answer these questions for us is because they got started. Well, I'll ask you guys, when did you get started? What was your...
December 15th was mine.
December 15th.
Yeah.
Carrie, do you remember?
I think mine was like December 27th or 8th. It was like right between Christmas and New Year's.
So awesome. So right around the same time. So you guys have basically been coaches for 2 months, right?
Exactly.
Am I counting correctly? My math isn't so good after 9 o'clock. Okay. And both Sheila and Carrie were invited, and Lisa, you can unmute yourself too, because this is really just a discussion. Both Sheila and Carrie got invited into coaching by Lisa, who's now a diamond coach. What? Yeah, Lisa, you're rocking it. And so I just wanted to kind of have like this off the cuff conversation. I did already give them the questions I was going to ask, so we kind of cheated a little bit, but I wanted to just discuss with you guys about what it was like to get started. Really like how the training has helped you. What did you feel like before you got started? Were you nervous? Just to kind of give everybody else an idea of what you went through. So basically, let me ask you just give us like a, quick synopsis of what was going on before you became a coach. Who wants to start?
I can start.
All right, go for it, Carrie.
All right. Before I became a coach, I was really struggling to find a way to support my family. I had been waitressing prior to having my third child. I used to be a bartender at night. I didn't want to do those late nights anymore. And I was also previously a school teacher, and there was no way I was going back to work full time and putting my 3 children in daycare. So I knew I was going to be home, and you can only go so long without trying to contribute to the family, or at least feel like you need to help out, especially when we were living on one teaching salary, which teachers don't make all that much money. So as great as the job is, with 3 kids, a new home, and me not going back to work yet, it was really difficult. The bills were starting to pile, and I just needed to find something else extra that I was passionate about, that I didn't have to go back to work at night and like be up all hours nursing my baby and getting no sleep. I'd rather be at home and working and getting no sleep. At least I can do things here at home, or take a short nap, or that kind of thing. So my husband was definitely very frustrated that I hadn't gotten anything yet. And I had gotten another part-time job, but it's not something I really want to hold on to forever. So once I found out that there was this Beachbody opportunity, I was like, wow, I was like so interested right away. But I can talk about that more in a little bit. I just felt lost in my ability to exercise as well. I just could never get out of the house to go for a run anymore. With the third extra child, it really, really made it difficult with his napping and nursing constantly, and running the kids to daycare, to preschool, and then kindergarten. It just really got complicated, especially in the wintertime when the weather isn't great and you just can't get out. And I never wanted to pay for a gym. I just knew I couldn't commit to that. My body was in serious need of toning up, and I felt really removed from my friends as a stay-at-home mom. I yearned some girl time, which has been amazing. Just even like our weekly calls, like it's just so nice to be able to connect with people like adults on a sometimes daily basis. I was really in need of something different to like just get me going. So you can tell them, Sheelin, how it was for you.
Well, mine was a little different. I wasn't as stressed as Carrie was. I was teaching, and I was pregnant, and I had my daughter in May. And so when I went on my maternity leave, I was staying at home. I saved up all my sick days, so I was, still getting my teaching salary. But previously, I was driving really far to go to work every day. It was about an hour and a half without traffic. So after we had our daughter, we knew that I couldn't go back to teaching at that school. So I ended up resigning, basically because of the traveling and basically because of that situation. I didn't want to have to travel and, have her and raise her. But then all my life, I always wanted to be a stay-at-home mom because my mom was, and so I just thought that that's what I was going to do too. And so I was trying to find any job that I could do working from home. I tried many different things and nothing was really working out. But I still was just kind of plugging along in my own little happy world. Everything was good. I was still making money from teaching because of all the sick days that I had saved up. And then I was just randomly talking to Lisa, and she just asked me all of a sudden, did you ever think about being a Beachbody coach? And I always, I think for 5 or 6 years I had done Insanity and I loved it. And I, was always into health and fitness. And so I just said, wow, I always heard about Beachbody coaches, but you thought they were, I always put them up on this pedestal, oh, wow, they have to be, an expert in nutrition or fitness. And that wasn't the case. And so, when Lisa asked me, I just, all of a sudden something clicked and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this would be amazing. I really want to do this. And I think that I would be really good at it. So I think I took a few days to think about it, but I instantly knew that I wanted to do it. And I signed up, and from there, the rest was history. So it was actually a really easy decision for me. And I think it was more so easy because it was coming from someone that I knew and someone that I trusted. It wasn't just something that I saw on TV and decided over time maybe it was right for me, but it was coming from someone that I knew from high school, and she was successful at it. So I'm thinking, I know what I'm capable of, and I'm just thinking, if Lisa can do it, I can do it too. So that's just kind of my background story. So
very cool. Thank you. And Carrie, totally, I understand the not having an adult conversation with the kids at home. I think my husband's happy that I became a coach so that I'm not calling him all the time during the day. Just talk to me, just say a real sentence, anything.
It means so much. Yeah, totally. I can talk to you a little bit about what piqued my interest as well as about becoming a coach. It was very similar to Sheilin's because Lisa is both of our, she's our sponsor coach. So I too felt very comfortable. I didn't know Lisa very long. My husband and her had known each other from elementary school. And she is now my neighbor, which is amazing. And our children go on the school bus together every day. And I just started to form a relationship with her. And in talking with her, and one play date we had with our children, I was very curious about how she was supporting herself and her children. And she ended up talking to me about Beachbody coaching. And I really, to tell you the truth, I didn't even really hear about Beachbody coaches. I knew about P90X just because my father had the program. I used it for a short time. I never fully did the program or completed anything, but that's really all I knew. And once she started like talking to me about it, I was like, wow, like that's amazing. I just thought, that's so great. You can stay at home. You can just be so flexible with how much time you put into this. She has 2 kids. I have 3. It's like so similar. I just knew she was a good person. And little did I know how amazing she really is. Like, I just so
yeah, Lisa. Carrie, tell me what were the top 2 benefits you've seen so far as being a coach?
Definitely the 2 benefits are financially, my family is going to benefit from this. That was like one of our biggest needs. So that's like really huge for me. We just need to be able to get a little bit more ahead, and being able to gradually increase that over time is just such a benefit to our family. And it extends in so many other ways. And then as well as affecting my own health and fitness. And because of that, it also affects everybody else's that I'm helping. So financially, and also my own health and fitness. Because I just always feel and think if I'm not healthy and fit for myself and my family, like I have nothing. So I just have to keep myself in the best possible shape I can. I want to live a very long, healthy life. And I just think that's like one of the biggest things that I have committed myself. And I'm just, this is just a lifestyle change. I was already a healthy eater. I just needed to get on track with the fitness part. So
love it.
Be constant and just going strong.
And thank you. I'll talk a little bit about the financial in a second, but Sheelin, what do you feel like were the top 2 things that you've benefited from as being a coach just for 2 months? I mean, you guys have only been coaches for 2 months, so go ahead.
Definitely being home with my daughter. I just love being home with her all day. I mean, it's the best. Like today I was working out and I usually have her in a jumper, and I just decided to pick her up, and I let her crawl on the ground, and I made like a little barrier for her. And I'm just thinking, like, I'm looking at my screen while I'm working out, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm doing something that I love, but I'm also watching her crawl around on the floor, look up at me, laugh, like it's just the best thing to be able to be home with her. And so many people have told me, I wish I could stay home and raise my daughter and raise my kids. And I'm like, you can do it, but just, it's hard to, convey that to people. But yeah, so I would definitely say just being home with her. And also the stress. I was so stressed out in my teaching job. It was just, they were just throwing so much work on me, and I just felt like I was working late nights. I was giving up my weekends. I was spending tons and tons of money. When it comes tax time, I hated like giving my receipts to my husband because like some years it was like $1,000 I spent on stuff for school. So I would definitely just say being home with my daughter and being able to be there for her, and also just stress. I mean, I love doing this. And so the stress is just no stress at all. Well, a little bit of stress, but yeah. I mean,
you're learning,
you're still working and you're still putting in time, but nothing like it was. So
that's awesome. I love it. You guys are super awesome. And Lisa, you can unmute yourself too. Lisa, all she did, and I'm not like devaluing what Lisa did because she's totally awesome, but all she did was invite them. She just said, hey, Lisa, what did you say to them?
I didn't actually. I had baby fever when I saw Sheila's new profile picture. And I'm like, oh my God, your daughter is adorable. And then she started telling me about all this stuff and going on about insanity. And I'm like, oh my God, you're doing everything a coach does, but you're not getting paid for it. And so I posed the question. And then the same thing like Carrie asked me, like, I actually did not approach either of them. It just kind of happened in the lieu of a natural conversation. There was no selling involved. It was just brought up naturally, which is awesome because I like to make people feel like I'm trying to push a sale on them.
I love it. And you know what, guys? This brings us to a really, really important conversation. And we'll be done in just a couple minutes, but I need to make sure I say this. The training that we have for new coaches is so amazing. We don't want, okay, let me go back for a second. I ran into someone at Target the other day, and they were telling me how crazy all these people were who've been trying to sell her stuff on Facebook, and how she's like overwhelmed with all these people who are trying to sell her stuff on Facebook. And so I'm talking to her because obviously I'm interested since my business is on Facebook. I'm like, well, what are they doing? How, you know, like, how are you getting annoyed by this? And the stuff she was telling me these people do is insane. We, in our training, teach people not to be salesy. We teach people to literally share their story and ask someone to come along, and never, ever ask someone to come along if that relationship's not built. And that's what one of her pet peeves were. She's like, people will friend me and out of nowhere message me and be like, hey, I sell this. Brrr, buy it, buy it, buy it. And I'm like, you're kidding me. She's like, no, it's crazy. So anyway, at that moment when she was talking to me, I was so proud of what we stand for with Team Destiny in Beachbody. And it's not all of the other teams on Beachbody who do this, but our team definitely does. We are way into making sure that we're building relationships, that we're not bugging people, and we're not going out and like, you know, targeting them and like, I don't even know what the word is, but really just annoying people. We're all about just working on ourselves and sharing that with others. And Lisa is my coach. She literally reached out to me. Right, Lisa? You reached out to me too. And we had a conversation, talked, and then I was like, well, you know, we just started talking about coaching. It's not like, it's not about being salesy. It's about just building relationships. And that's what, like, the biggest thing I want to tell you. And Lisa, Sheilyn, Carrie, you guys were a great example of that, is that that's not what we're about. And the training that we have teaches every single thing you need to know about training. So yes, at first you're going to be like, well, what am I doing? Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. The training covers it all. So as long as you're following the steps, and both Carrie and Sheilyn have been doing awesome, and they're rocking because they're following what the training says, and that's it. That's all it is. It's putting those pieces, those puzzle pieces together and just going for the ride, and just having trust in the system, and everything will work out for you. So yes, you have to put in the daily actions, but as long as you're following the training, we're all good. That's how that's how all of us succeed in our ways, is we put our little touch, our little customization on what we're being taught, and that's what we help you do. So the training's super awesome. I just wanted to make sure I plugged that because, you know, Team Destiny has it going on. Amy, I see you raising your hand. Go ahead, unmute yourself.
No, I'm not raising my hand. I'm just whoop whoop.
Oh,
I'm just raising the roof.
So I don't want to take up too much of your time. I totally respect your time, and I would hope you'd respect ours too. So for now, I'm done talking, but if you want to stay on here though, we can answer questions and talk and you know, discuss other topics. I'll let Amy close it out, and then we'll open it up for discussions. Do you have anything to add, Amy?
No, I don't. I just want to really thank you guys for getting on the call tonight. And I really look forward to getting to know you better and helping you on your fitness journey, and helping you help others on their fitness journey, and helping you make an income for your family. And so I just want to welcome you guys to the team. If you feel like this is a good fit for you, I am so thrilled to have you, and I look forward to working with you guys.
And if you are feeling that, like, that little bit of, you know what, this might work for me, then I need you to just get back with the coach that invited you today so that they can give you the next steps. Really, there's like no risk, because it's so inexpensive to become a coach, but there is such a huge reward. So you really don't have much to lose if you're feeling like that. If you're feeling like, oh, this is so not for me, then please get off this call and don't waste our time.
No, you can stay on the call. Come on.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I being mean? No. Okay. So yeah, anybody have questions? I know that we have Jackie is on here. Jackie, do you have any questions for us?
Can I ask, Jackie, who invited you? I think Kristin invited you.
Yeah, Kristin invited me. Yeah. No, I don't have any questions right now. I just have no idea how to start, but I'm excited.
What made you interested in being in coaching, like getting on this call? What kind of piqued your interest?
Well, the funny thing is, the first thing, I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I used to be a teacher, and I have no desire to go back to teaching, and I need to get a job in a couple years, but I just said, I love Shakeology. Is there a cheaper way to get it? Because I can't, justify another bill. And so we started talking thought about it until she mentioned it. And I love the 21-day fix and the program. And for the first time, I feel like I understand how to eat. I always ate healthy, but just not the right balance. And I've seen such a huge difference in such a short time. So I share everything I love, whether someone wants to hear about it or not. So I'm already sharing it, so why not? And I love to help people. So I go to my daughter's dance studio and everyone's like, oh, so how's it going? Like, it's just natural for me. And I love to help people. So. And I love Kristin. I see Kristin do that, and she seems so happy. And so I thought I'll take a chance and learn more about it. And it sounds like something I'd really enjoy doing. I feel a slightly bit overwhelmed, like, how does this start? But other than that, I'm super excited.
Well, I'm so glad you brought up all those topics. And by the way, we love Kristin too. She's super awesome. She's a great coach. She's a total leader on the team. So you are in the right hands with Kristin. But real quick, you mentioned that you might have to go back in a couple of years to work. And, you have this awesome opportunity to build something that's going to truly affect your life. And I mean in a super positive way, because what we didn't go over is how when you build this business, what you do every month builds on the last month. So you're truly building this residual income, income that when after 2 years you've built yourself up to whatever it is, it keeps coming in whether you stop or keep going. And that is truly amazing. It's amazing knowing that you're helping other people. And I don't just mean customers. I mean the coaches on your team. You're truly changing their lives too, showing them how to do it while you're also earning this amazing income. So keep that in mind. Now, as for the training and what you do next, try not to be overwhelmed, because it's literally step by step, paint by numbers. You'll be totally fine. You get started as a coach. All you do is sign up on the website under Kristin. She'll show you how to do that. You already did that?
I already signed up.
So then all you do is you just get the email. It tells you what steps to take, how to get on your back office, how to start the training. And then we have a training starting in the very first week of, are we starting the first? Kristin, are you starting the first?
March 1st, right?
March 1st. And we have a website, and it literally is lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, lesson 4. Really, it's paint by numbers, and you'll be totally fine. If you were once a teacher, you will be fine. So don't feel too overwhelmed. You'll be It's no problem. And on top of that, the whole Team Destiny group is amazing. Every single person on this call can answer most of your questions, if not at least 1 or 2, and just post it in our group page. And if say Kristin can't get back to you or Amy can't get back to you right away, somebody will get back to you right away, because that's how many awesome people are in this group. So welcome. I'm so excited to have you on the team. Yay!
And I want to plug in too, though. I started as a discount coach.
I'm excited.
Yay! I'm so excited. I started as a discount coach too. I just wanted the discount on Shakeology. I was about a size 14, ready to go into a 16, and I didn't want anything to do with the business. I just wanted the discount on Shakeology, and I just fell in love. I didn't have any of this training that we set up for the new coaches, and I I make double doing what I love than what I do at my 40-hour job. So I'm ready to quit my 40-hour job and do Beachbody full time. And I'm an introvert. As you can see, I just let Ashley take over. And I just sit back here and I'm just like, shh, you can't see me. I'm not here. And, but I was still able to relate to people just from sharing my story on Facebook. I didn't really have to talk to anybody. I just post my feelings and they come to me. It's really weird. But if I have to talk to them, I will. So I just want to encourage you, welcome you. I'm so excited to have you. Awesome. Oh, cool. Who else do we have? Yay, I love meeting people.
Maria, you want to unmute yourself?
Yes. Hi, Maria.
Hi,
Sorry. Hi, Maria. How are you?
Good, and you?
I'm awesome. I'm so glad you're here.
Me too.
Tell us a little bit about why you were interested in getting on the call tonight.
Because I want to lose weight. And you know very well that our kids are going to be graduating in May or in June. You have one, I have two.
Maria has one son graduating high school and one son graduating 8th grade. It's like a double whammy.
Yeah. It's crazy. I don't know how I'm going to do it.
So you're here for the extra accountability?
I'm here to hear how it is, how it works, and all that stuff.
Awesome. Well, we're super happy to have you here because I just love anytime you walk into a room, you light it up.
And she sure does.
She does, doesn't she? And she just brings this amazing sunshine around you, Maria. So thank you. I'm so glad you could bring that. Even your room looks like a sunshine.
It's in my husband's office. His office.
And all this
quiet. This is the quiet area. They're in the family room seeing TV and all that stuff.
Well, I'm glad you found the quiet room. In all this stormy weather, we have Maria lighting up the call for us.
That's true.
I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Do you have any questions for us, Maria?
No, it's only hearing what you're saying. Then after that, if I have questions, I could see you. I could see Amy. Either one.
Sounds good. Oh, gosh. Stephanie, are you on the phone? She has us muted. I'm not sure she's there.
I am.
You are there. Yay. I can't see you. I can only hear you, so I have no idea what you look like. She's like, you can keep yourself unmuted. We'll talk to you without your screen on.
Yeah, we're not done with you. We're not done with you.
We're not done with you. What made you interested to get on the call? Well, first of all, who invited you?
Yeah. Carrie did.
Yay, Carrie! So you got to hear all of her story. I love Carrie. What made you interested to get on the call?
I think I was just really intrigued. I see a lot of people post about it. And I just was like, there's got to be a cheaper way. And I also would love to become a stay-at-home mom. So those two things kind of intrigued me.
That is really awesome. Stephanie, I remember before becoming a stay-at-home mom, I worked full-time and I went to school full-time and I barely saw my child. And I remember being in my office at work looking at the bars on the windows, like really it's the panes on the windows, but I considered it the bars of the windows. I thought I was literally in jail. I couldn't stand it. So we worked our butts off to get home. And I'm telling you, it is worth working hard to get home. It is amazing and anybody can do it. And I totally have faith that you can do it. So if this is your vehicle or if there's whatever it is that's going to get you home, I will help you in any way you can because I know that feeling of wanting to not be at work and to be home with your kids. How old are your kids?
2 and 7 months.
Oh,
everybody. Can I come over and play since I don't want to have any more?
Sure.
I really want to play with babies. But I don't want to wake up with them. I don't want my boys are teenagers. They're 15 and 13, and I would really love to have a girl, but
you need to
get my beauty sleep. I can't do that again. I can't start over.
You need to get your stepson married off and have children so you can have grandchildren.
Yeah, right? Really cute ones, too. Anyway.
Well, Stephanie, I'm so glad you are here tonight. Do you have any questions for us? I want you to feel like when you get off this call, you have a really good idea whether you are going to do this or not. And I want to make sure that we answer your questions for you.
I do. I have one question.
Mm-hmm.
And the only question I have is, how much does it start to, get into the training and stuff?
Like cost-wise?
Yeah.
Oh, great question. Okay, so to become a coach originally, like, are you a coach already or not yet?
No, not yet.
Okay, so to become a coach, it's $40. However, and it's a one-time fee of $40, that initial fee. If you have bought in a challenge pack in the past, have you bought a challenge pack already?
No.
Okay, so I would suggest that when you become a coach that you buy a challenge pack because it comes with Shakeology, and you want to make sure that you're getting started with Shakeology and a program to get started. When you buy that challenge pack, your $40 charge is waived, so you don't have to do that. If you didn't buy a challenge pack, you would have to pay the $40. But most people who get started buy a challenge pack right away because you can't really share what you're doing if you're not doing it. Does that make sense?
Right.
Okay, so anyway, so that initial fee is waived. After that, it's $16 a month. That gives you everything you need. The training, it gives you the back office. You don't have to worry about shipping anything. You don't have to pre-purchase anything. You don't have any inventory on you. It does, that $16 a month does everything for you. It's just the company does all the shipping, all the ordering, and everything that like people order from you is online, so you don't even have to like deal with receipts or any kind of paperwork going back and forth between people. It's all done for you, which is amazing. It's a really awesome thing.
And that small fee covers your websites too.
Yes, it covers your websites, covers everything. Now, as for the training, there's two parts of the training. One is in the Beachbody website, which that $16 is paying for, so you have that. And the other part is on our Team Destiny website, which we already invested the money into, so you don't have to pay it. We wanted to set our coaches up for success right away. So we've already invested into this website and put amazing information in there. So there's no cost to you for that either. So really, it's $16 a month for a fee. And then that $16 a month also gives you 25% off all of your purchasing, all of your products. So the only products we really buy are our own. So like my Shakeology, I purchase Shakeology every month. And I replace a meal with it. Now, if you're replacing a meal with it, it's really kind of evens out depending on the meal that you replace. You can talk to Carrie about that. But anyway, I always say if you're really stretching your money to make the most of it, you could replace lunch with it, and then it's totally like a wash. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because my breakfasts are usually cheaper. I don't know. You can work with your own budget. Talk to Carrie about it. But it's really an awesome, with the discount and everything, it's perfect. Even if you were, I forget what I was going to say. Anyway, so it's all included in that $16, and then whatever products you purchase, so Shakeology, that would be added to it. And you can talk to her about that cost. Now, how quickly can you make that money back is probably more of the question you would really want to know, right?
Right.
Okay, so Shakeology, like your challenge pack, you can make that cost of your challenge pack, so the stuff that you're using personally, you can make that back within 3 people. So you just ask 3 people to join you. That can happen in literally a week, and then you make back all the money that you just purchased your challenge pack with. It's really, it's very simple. If you put that money on a credit card or whatever, I don't know how you pay for it, debit card, whatever, you're literally making that money back within 2 weeks. As long as you're doing the training and doing the steps that Carrie helps you with, then that's not an issue. You'll be fine. And then as long as you're helping at least 3 people every month get started into a challenge group, then you'll be increasing your income every month, and you won't have to worry about paying for that Shakeology because you'll be paying for it with your Beachbody income. Make sense?
Yes, yes.
Does that help you? Like, I want to make sure I'm really laying this out for you. Like,
yes, it's, yeah.
Okay, good. Good. So it's very simple. Just keep that in mind. Make sure you're helping 3 people a month at least. If you really want to like increase your income and get home faster, then I would up that. I'd help 6 people a month, you know?
Okay.
It's
what really intrigued me about this is because if you help 3 people that month and they fall in love with Shakeology like everybody does, they continue on the Shakeology, and every month they continue on the Shakeology, you get that $30 commission. So you start getting residual income every single month for those people staying on Shakeology. So that was like, oh, well, all I got to do is get 3 people on Shakeology that love it and stay on Shakeology, and then my Shakeology is paid for. Like, how easy is that? So that really caught my interest when I started coaching.
Yeah, I could literally talk about numbers all night long, but I'm not going to bore you.
Yes, you can. Let's not go there.
It's like my love language. Let's talk more about money. Anyway. But that's not why I'm into this business. So let's keep things straight. Okay, so do you have any other questions, Stephanie?
Nope, that was it.
Awesome. That was such a good question. So thank you for bringing that up. Does anybody else have any other questions? No, don't be scared. Okay. Sounds good. I'm so glad you guys were on tonight with us. So thank you. It was awesome getting to know you guys. I'm super excited for each and every one of you, for your fitness goals, for your financial goals, for your I just need to get something done at the house goals, whatever it is. I'm so excited to have you guys part of the team if you choose to do so, and never be afraid to reach out to us. We're always here to help.
Yay!
Now I'm going to go to bed.
Yeah.
Have an awesome night.
Good night, ladies.
Good night. Have a good night.
night.